Reggie! Reggie! What it do, Ski? It's your boy Farewell, and today we're checking out a brand new episode of X-Files. Okay, the last episode we had one of Scully's old flings introduced, and that's what I sort of like about X-Files. They're doing a good job at introducing us not just to the two of them, because Mulder and Scully off the bat they're great. They're charismatic, they're sarcastic, they're funny, they feel very fleshed out. But they're giving us a good idea of their families, their jobs, their history, their exes, their nexus. I don't know, but I'm liking. They're making this world feel very grounded, and in that is their relationships and their their history. I feel like I'm getting to know them a little bit more. I wanted to know a little bit more about Scully, and I feel like we're getting that the past few episodes, right? Between her father, her ex. I feel like Mulder got quite a few episodes of development earlier on in the series, so it's nice to see Scully get some more time. Again, we're only in season 1, right? And yeah, let's see what's going on today. In terms of the spooks, recently we've been on a streak. We went from aliens, called the aliens. According to the Wind, today's episode will actually be about witches. Yeet. We're in Pennsylvania. It's 89, baby. Oh, God.
Going back to your ward. There's nothing you can do for your friend now.
The man is trying to play Operation Let Him Live. Okay. So this guy's experimenting on some of the inmates, it looks like. I believe that was a prison. Or like some sort of ward. Anyway, X-Filers. We're drinking some cold water. It's a little bit tinted because I had a coffee in here earlier. And I didn't rinse it out completely because I'm a scumbag. It's like they made such a great intro and they're like, let's use this font. It's not bad, but it just stands out.
Reggie. Oh, got this. It's gonna blow your mind.
Give me the deets. Chaos Crystal?
What is it?
Wait a second. It was my first case at the Bureau. Barnett was doing armed jobs all over. An agent died because I screwed up.
Oh. We got a wacky surgeon bringing back people from the dead and having them do missions for him.
Written by someone sitting down. Now I'm just showing off.
Yeah, does it match Barnett?
How do you determine that? Is it just like the pressure in the pen? That's so interesting.
But you're not sure.
Come around back. Barnett doesn't see him.
Oh, they're showing it, eh? Fuck.
Never forgave himself for that.
Mulder's had a pretty eventful life.
Instead, I got some dead man robbing jewelry stores and sending me haikus.
This one's going deep. Old wounds, man. Yo, this guy's not gonna come on, get out of here. That's not him. This guy's taking him on a Blue's Clues trip. That's terrifying. Alright. Mulder's getting tilted. We need Scully to pull in. Oh, God.
Spooky Mulder. I never used to pay it much mind. I figured it was just talk about how paranoid you were and all.
And now?
You let a lot of people down here in the Bureau. They had big plans for you. Spooky Mulder has become an embarrassment, a liability.
Killing a sales clerk just to leave me a note? I'd say that's gone a little out of your way.
Like, to hear one of your, I guess, close friends sharing details about people doubting her credibility like that?
How much older?
5 years.
Nah, he needs a dub here. He needs a dub.
Take us back to the day in question. John Barnett used his own accomplice as a hostage. And where were you at this time?
This guy's got a nasty smirk on, too.
I was right behind Barnett. And I thought that with no means of escape, Barnett would give up. And then he turned his gun on Steve Wallenberg. Shot him in the face.
Like, that's a tense situation. I'd imagine if he kills a hostage, you'd shoot, but
no
heat of the moment, right?
At this time.
Without an ounce of humanity.
Your Honor, do something.
Which is why you should die like an animal, you son of a bitch.
I got him. God.
John Barnett died of a heart attack, right? At least that's what it says on his death certificate.
And?
Well, I had them fax me all of his medical records.
Left you everything he had in his will.
This is pretty in line with Mr. Robot right now. Prison. The
Change
80s.
his bandages. I'll never forget those eyes.
Okay, now there is the slim chance this doctor is a warlock.
I didn't know you believed in ghosts, Scully.
She's definitely concerned. I'd be.
Mulder.
She would have known.
Fox Mulder.
Barnett?
Got an
Some
ASMR
states.
phone call. Here we go.
What makes you think I'm taping you? The same thing makes me think you're putting a trace on this call. What state are you in?
I stood next to you in line for coffee this morning.
Ugh.
If you think you're gonna keep me on this phone...
I want to punch this guy in the face right now. He's bothering me so much.
Oh, you're the dead man.
Is he in the room?
Mulder. You want confirmation?
Is he like in a closet?
You got it.
You there?
Bet.
What did he mean by that?
Or he's gonna go after the kid.
I don't know, but that is...
Oh no! Oh, come on. I liked him. He was a good character. We just introduced him.
Mulder. Go home.
Goodbye, Reggie.
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah, Agent Henderson...
Oh, here we go. He's right there.
He swears he saw Barnett's right hand amputated. Are you there?
Wait, what?
What's going on, Reggie?
Did he just crush his windpipe?
What happened? Hey, Reggie!
Reggie, Reggie, you're dead beat.
I'm sorry.
I'm just thinking how different things would have been if I would have taken that shot at Barnett when I had it.
Ugh.
If this guy was wearing a glove on his pen hand, note wouldn't be smeared like it is.
Officially been a doctor since 1979.
What do you mean?
He's the type of guy to put his
Right
initials
here, in
after
the
doing
Federal Journal
surgery.
for the National.
Only about 100 cases have ever been reported, so the disease is rare.
wow.
These poor kids die of old age.
Is that Dr. Ridley?
Yes, I knew Joe Ridley. He didn't care about those kids. He talked about them as if they were laboratory animals. Do you know what they called Joe Ridley behind his back?
What?
Dr. Mengele.
You don't just reverse aging.
Ridley's found a way.
Listen to what you're saying.
Now 5 years more. And add 20 pounds.
Or that his theories, all hope to the contrary, hold any validity.
No, are you stupid? Excuse me? This guy really thought he was gonna body Scully? I was like, you know what? Why are we going back to Scully into the typing? We haven't done that in a while. And buddy, she's a straight shooter, okay? She won't hesitate, all right? Exactly. Oh, this guy picked the wrong partner to mess with. This guy. Yep. And if I'm Scully, I'm not even hesitating knowing that Reggie just got... Oh, they're trying to pin her. Oh, this is not good. He looks super young now.
John Barnett is the only patient left. The only one who survived the experiments. I might call my one triumph. Barnett's not dying. Otherwise, John Barnett appears to be thriving.
But how?
Regenerating a new hand if we were to have ours cut off.
Unbelievable.
My work has cost me dearly. I was called Dr. Mengele, Dr. Frankenstein, but I didn't care. The man who owns the fountain of youth controls the world. You might be more surprised to learn just how high up the ladder this dirty little secret goes.
Oh, clearly it goes high enough. This just took a pivot.
A lot of money, immunity, safe haven.
Will he get it?
He holds all the cards.
So I guess Reggie
You're
was,
aware that this
Reggie was just a
freak of
casualty.
science you're negotiating with is a murderer.
I don't think Mulder's gonna let him go. There's too much backstory. He is a vendetta. This episode is sponsored by Psycho.
Please leave a message after the tone.
Oh god, I just remembered this. I had this thought, but I've been trying not to use social media. So, looking at the clock, you guys know Flavor Flav. Pretty sure he was popping in the like late 90s, late 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. He always had a big clock, like the one on the wall. So if he ever came to a meeting late, you think people just sort of looked at him like, like, what are you doing, buddy? Unnecessary comment. But.
What's that?
It's my private answering machine, or at least it used to be.
Scully.
This morning, I took this down to Prince before I came here.
Mulder.
He's gonna die soon, like the rest of your friends.
The rest of my friends?
Well, he's gotta go.
You're
Chuck
not
him.
that smart.
Tell me, you're not gonna make me prove it to you again, are you?
You can see the transparency
Oh,
in
well,
his
no
figure.
matter. It'll be your turn.
Who's gonna stop me, huh? Man, this is the land of the free.
What does Barnett know about you from your message? Before the performance, during
Well, I guess we're gonna have no friends by the end of this season.
What Barnett looks like.
And 4 more backstage.
Some older
We know
chance
that
to
if
make
he
up.
shows, he'll be keying on.
Much art. He's aging too much. You can't even pin the guy. Or de-aging too much. Sorry. We're about to reach the climax. There's gonna be a little kid with a gun just popping off. She didn't get hit. Get the fuck out of here. She didn't get hit. She didn't get hit. She didn't get hit.
Check her out.
She didn't get hit. She's got a vest. Relax.
Just let her go.
Take the shot, Mulder.
Against regulations? Huh?
Mulder, you can't let John Mulaney do this to you.
Just like old times, huh? Huh?
They must have a sniper. Oh, no, not even. Forget it. He's a straight shooter. He did it. Done. Boom, boom. See ya. She has a vest. Thank God he didn't. Good stuff, buddy. Good stuff. You'll learn. The episode with the serial killer, Mulder actually got shot. Good thing he didn't hit her in the head.
Mulder, I know what you did wasn't by the book.
Tells you a lot about the book, doesn't it?
Mulder dropped some bars this episode.
Come on!
Bastard will take that research with him to the grave. Maybe he didn't get his revenge from beyond the grave, but somehow I feel like we haven't heard the last from John Barnett.
To be continued? John Barnett, the 935. And that was my reaction video to X-Files Season 1, Episode number 16. We went a couple of different routes with this episode, I'm not gonna lie. And by the end of this felt almost like 2 episodes put together here. It felt like 2 different episodes in one. But I actually enjoyed this episode. The way that it progressed here as well. And I think some of the main themes and ideas here worked really well. I liked, again, learning about the backstory of Mulder here. This seemed like a pretty crucial chapter in the Book of Mulder, if you know what I'm saying. He had this... There was a sting with somebody, with this murderer who really messed with him. This is like the Riddler, I guess, if you compared to Batman. This was like the Riddler been bothering him this entire time, and they made me believe it. I completely bought into that idea here. This has been going on for years, and it's been in the back of his mind, and it's impacted him. Right? I think they did a good job at setting it up from, this one guy who believed him in, right? Because this has been a theme for the past, 16 episodes, that Mulder is this wacko who's working on these, extraterrestrial, out of the normal cases, and, people in the Bureau don't believe. I liked how they actually put this in a little bit more grounded circumstance, where it wasn't just because he's dealing with the supernatural, the extraterrestrial, etc., but the fact that when it came to some certain stings, like this instance, he basically fumbled it here. And I completely believed his regret, emotions that he was portraying this episode with regard to that. And it's not, and you can understand the why some of the people in the Bureau have this thought of have this perception of Mulder, and I think Reggie was a great tool to sort of convey that idea here. This is the one guy who believed in him, and now he's dead. He was even doubting him. That was probably one of my favorite moments this episode, just having that information delivered to him. I even felt kind of bad watching that sequence go down, and in the end Reggie died here. Reggie. Then we get to the next part of the episode here, where it's a de-aging idea here, and I thought that was an interesting pivot that I actually think made this episode even better. I think they definitely brought the ambiance, the emphasis. John Barnett was just spooky and haunting. I loved how he kept de-aging throughout the sequences here. We didn't see his face entirely until the very end when he was John Mulaney here. That was just a joke. This was a pretty good episode. I think this was in the mid-tier to good, mid to just above mid-tier range for X-Files Season 1. I think the concept was really cool. The guy who's experimented on, Riley, I thought he was sort of a kind of a haunting guy himself too. His headspace was, he was like, I needed to save the world. I think in terms of the story, the de-aging plot, it made for an interesting twist. I think the way they went about shooting this episode, the creepy salamander arm, to the de-aging aspect, framing sequences, the themes of Mulder, having to take the shot, redemption, regrets, his credibility, him being made fun of. And that obviously parallels here with Riley a little bit. I'm interested how you guys felt about this episode. Also, I thought some of the quotes this episode from Mulder here were pretty well done, as well as the side characters. I thought the I don't know what the term is for the person who looks at the handwriting, but I thought that was such a neat little sequence this episode. Mulder being a little flirty. I thought some of the nuance to those sequences here, like we have to go check the handwriting just to verify it, and the inmate to Riley, like these are all strong side characters this episode. The actors who were playing this John Barnett character, I don't know how many. I think there might have been 4 different actors for him. There was the older version in the initial sequence. Then there was the last one, the guy who had the gun at the end of the episode. Then there was the one on the phone. The music also stood out to me too this episode. So I don't know. I wasn't like head over heels for this episode, but I thought it was actually pretty good. The Fountain of Youth here is in the vault 935. So this actually might come back, and I'm interested to see what they do with it, right? Especially with the reveal that the CIA is in cahoots with him. Though it doesn't make the most sense. Why would the experimentee have all the details and not Riley? That's kind of confusing to me, because if I'm the doctor, not who, but the doctor, Riley, why don't I have the shits? If this is gonna change the world, why don't I have the USB file, the floppy disk? Anyway, guys, that was X-Files season 1, episode number 16. What'd you think about this? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. And of course, as always, links in the description down below if you guys want to get the full Under Raw reactions and more to this video and the series along with me. With that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. Love ya. Peace.